Well, first of all, one of the things that was said about Ronald Reagan was he didn't have any foreign policy experience. He was a governor of California. He was an actor. And so what does he know about foreign policy? I'll tell you what Ronald Reagan knew. He knew what he believed. He knew what was right, and he knew what was wrong, and he knew that if you want to be a peaceful nation, and if you wanted to be a nation that's secure, you have the strongest possible military that nobody on this planet wants to take on and engage in a battle. And I understand that same thing. I've been to 41 countries. It's not like I've only read about them in a book. I've been to Israel 9 times. I've been to Syria. I've been to Lebanon. I've been to Afghanistan and to Iraq and to Egypt and to Saudi Arabia. I've been to India. I've been to Pakistan. I've been to Taiwan, and I've been to Japan and South Korea, and I've been to Mexico, and I've been to Canada, and I've been literally all over the world. In many cases, governors have more experience dealing with other governments than people ever realize, because we do trade missions. We engage not only with multinational companies in which to bring jobs to our country and to try to get our products from our state exported to other countries, but we also have opportunities to meet in cultural exchanges with foreign leaders. The most important thing that a president has to have is a perspective of his job as the commander-in-chief first and foremost, that you understand you will oversee the most powerful military in the world, and you need to make sure that it's always the most powerful military in the world, and that you operate from the position of strength, not weakness. And that's a philosophy and a commitment that you have to have going into it. But the second thing you have to have is the capacity to be able to carry out the second most important job of president, and that's the communicator-in-chief. Whether it's communicating to the American people the true risk and fears that we ought to have toward Islamofascism, or whether it's communicating the issues that could destroy us from within. And so if you look back in history, some of our most effective presidents in dealing with threats against us were people who, when they went into office, what was said was they didn't have foreign policy experience. Whether it was Roosevelt, Harry Truman, Ronald Reagan, or Mike Huckabee. But ultimately, you don't elect a president because he knows everything. You elect him because he's got the character and the understanding of who this country is and what this country is about, that he'll make the right decisions, surrounded with the right advice, and will keep us free and keep us safe.